Breaking news on 41 Action News starts now.
It's 5 a.m. and we're following breaking news this morning. A deadly shooting outside the main entrance to the University of Kansas Hospital. That's where KCK police tell us someone shot two other people before turning the gun on himself. This all unfolded right around midnight this morning. We've been busy trying to get the latest details on that shooting.
Yes, and 41 Action News reporter Charlie Keegan, he is outside that hospital right now trying to get those details for us. Charlie, we know the incident ended at the hospital. Where did it all start?
Right, so we're learning a little bit more about where this all began. It happened about 2 miles from here at about 11:30 last night, according to police, near the intersection of 7th and Osage, and then ended here at the hospital behind me. But we want to put up a map to kind of give you a better picture of exactly what happened and how this all transpired. KCK police say that first shooting was at 7th and Osage, where a man shot a man and a woman. Police say those two victims then tried to drive themselves to the hospital, but the shooter followed them down Rainbow Road here to the hospital at 39th and Rainbow. And then as the man who was shot initially tried to get inside the hospital, the shooter shot that man again, and then the shooter turned the gun on himself and shot himself right outside the main entrance to the hospital here. Now, police detectives took a look at both of the cars that ended up here outside of the hospital as part of their investigation. They said both those cars showed signs that there was a chase.
I know that car has, at least on one side of it, the victim's car has some glass shattered out of it. So we believe that obviously the shooting started down there and they tried to flee up here.
All right, let's get you some information on the people involved in this situation. Police tell us that the shooter, who ended up shooting himself, has died. And they say that the man the shooter shot is in the hospital here behind me in life-threatening condition, but in the hospital. And the woman that man shot is stable. She should be okay. They say the bullet may have just grazed her after all. Now, as far as anyone who might be coming to the hospital today, KU Health System is open as normal and will be returning, to normal operations. So if you have an appointment, that should be on as scheduled today. Reporting live in KCK, I'm Charlie Keegan, 41 Action News Today.
Charlie, thank you. So here's a brief timeline of how everyone was alerted to this morning, just before midnight, actually. The hospital sent out text message alerts and emails like this one, warning of an active shooter and instructing people to run, hide, and or fight. About 20 minutes later, the hospital sent another alert saying the situation had been contained. 20 minutes after that, this tweet sent out. KCK Police Chief Terry Ziegler confirming that his officers were working a homicide at the entrance to the University of Kansas Hospital.